Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Zelda Speedruns. We have a bit of a special race here for you today. The Rumble stage of the Survivors of Wow, I can't talk. Survivors of Hyrule tournament. Got a 6-player race here going for you today. On ZSR1, we have Telethar, Lin, and Zafkiel, with commentary from Clearmouse and Humbug. And on ZSR2, we're going to have StructuralMike, RickyofK, and WallKicks, with commentary from Mr. Angry Pants and Toffel. How are all you guys doing?
You're doing great, Cubs. Thanks for having us today.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, likewise. This sounds like it's going to be a great race.
I will hand it over to you all, and then when we get ready, we will get this race going.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's we don't get these kinds of like big-ish races. Like, I mean, I think maybe the last time I remember is we got this like 12 or 13 tiebreaker race for like the Cross Keys tournament. Really glad to actually see these type of like big races, and of course ESR for actually being able to handle all the logistics to like restream this thing. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes. And I remember that big tiebreaker race. That was just madness all around. People were up with, I don't know, 3 and 4 monitors trying to watch all the restreams. It was awesome.
Yeah, Scary Olive posted a picture of his setup in Discord, and I'm like, hey, I'm over there in that window, and then there was like six different restreams.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm really glad to see. Actually, in this case we have ZSR1 and ZSR main and ZSR2, and then it's actually, I think, technically a 7-person race, right? Because one person. I mean, I think it's actually just like a gigantic feat to get 6 people all together. I believe 7-person Alzen. Yeah, was already at async this just because, again, we have a multi-international crowd, both for runners and for restream crew. So the fact that I think there's like maybe like a 2-hour window that is possible for maybe everybody to get together. So really, really glad that this is able to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're about to get underway. So ZSR2 crew, I'm going to send you back off, and we'll get this race going.
Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
And
right, well, Humbug. Yes. Humbug. How's it going?
Hello. Hello. How's it going?
Yes, good. I'm doing really well. Oh, yeah. So Team Captain Humbug, are you ready to sit back, relax, and well, I don't know about relaxing, but watch at least one of your teammates here on this particular restream hopefully advance to the next round?
I'm gonna kick my feet up, and I'm gonna judge for an hour and a half roughly. It's gonna be great.
How optimistic? I mean, how is that what you think of your teammates? No, you're right.
We are playing one of the staple modes that we've had in this community for a very long time.
Staple.
I concur with your thoughts on that, on the team name.
Yeah, when I was doing my tracking, my who was left tracking, I was like, always replace that with a picture. Our mode today, by the way, I don't think we mentioned it, is swordless, so we're not seeing swords. We're going to be looking out for a hammer, a bug net, and silver arrows are going to be forced into the post-Moldorm 2 chest, so everybody's going to have at least silvers. We have 3 runners doing the exact same thing. Trying to take a look at our Tier 1 poll, and it's just blue rubies. Not too bad. Hopefully not going to have to exploit that too much. Three bombs from Uncle, and I think it was just a red rupee in the chest. Yeah. Not enough bombs to really go for bomb escape, though. So to kind of discuss what's exactly going to happen here is, we have this is technically a 7-way race. Right now we're trying to get down to 4 runners from each division. Because this one had it outnumbered, all the other divisions are kind of doing 2 races of 3. This one's just going to be one 7-way race. So the top 4 runners are going to advance. Ricky is the only member of his team left, so kind of like this is all going to depend on how he does. If he manages to finish top 4, then he's automatically through. Team Akira Kasaba's got 4 members, so they're at least going to be guaranteed to send 1 member through at the start. And then, but if Ricky finishes worse than 4th, then Boomer Rangers and Akira Kasaba are automatically going to advance. It looks like we have a male upgrade in Bombos in Lost Woods, so kind of nice. That means we're going to have entry into Ice Palace. We can't use a sword to get into Ice Palace, but we can cast Bombos to kill the couple of Freezors and the break the Cold Stair shell at the bottom.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but we do need the hammer to use Bombos. Is that right?
I don't believe you need the hammer to use Bombos, but I haven't played Swordless enough, and honestly, I don't think you really want to go into Ice Palace without a hammer. I'm sure we'll discover it's a logic if the scenario plays out. You need the hammer to get 2 chests to get to 2 of the checks in Ice Palace. Technically 3, but their icebreaker exists.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that consider icebreaker required logic for Ice Palace.
Yeah, it shaves a minute off of completing it and just kind of like straightens your route out on it. You don't have to do a lot of backtracking. We do have a bottle with a good bee in there. So, at the very least, we already have our money for bottle vendor. He's going to give us the $100 to pay him off.
Yeah, well, that's always a good bit of game info to remember. If that's hoping the bee doesn't decide to attack the duck statue.
Yeah, that duck statue, for whatever reason, really likes to attract it more often than you'd think. Especially like you don't have to be too precise with it, but Wally, you got a gold bee.
Maybe he's saving the pollinator for the flowers.
He could be saving for Mini Moldorm Cave, to be honest.
That's also a good use of it.
Yeah, but Fire Rod from the bottle vendor, and there's our rental bombs.
And there we have Mike decided to release the bee.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. Like, Fire Rod, Mini Moldorm Cave is doable now. Like, pretty easily. The bee means you're just not going to spend any rupees or a lot of resources on it. Just a piece of heart at the sick kid.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2 more checks, and we'll probably go do South Hyrule checks, I guess.
Yeah, I think with the fire rod and the 10 bombs that they got from the, I missed what that was on library. Was that one of the medallions?
Yeah, it was a very earth-shaking item on the library.
All right, we got a slightly longer look there from Ricky.
Ooh, Wally passing up 300 rupees at race game. He's that's really aggressive.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I know a lot of people. Well, we're seeing it here from Ricky, blind checking it, where you don't get to see it till you're already halfway through, and if it's anything even remotely good, you might as well grab it. So
yeah, but 300 rupees isn't bad, especially in a mode where we might have to do bomb combat for a while.
Yep. Or buying upgrades even.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so Wally's just going to use the bee to kill off the Moldorms.
Yep.
Oh, and he can get a full magic out of this too if it's fast enough. He really wants that full magic before
he does. Which he needs, because that bee did not quite... about 4 shots later, it manages it. But that bee just didn't quite kill that last one. We do have StructuralMike going for the front of Escape, though.
Yeah.
instead of South Shore.
I mean, so let's see what Wally's going to do here. He went to Mini Mold Arm Cave first, so this could be Dam and then Nagina, or this could just be going out to Ice Rod Cave. And okay, so there's just a map. So Darkcross might have the key, or else we have to get gloves in. So Wally's going to split the South Overworld, it looks like.
Yeah, I know this is a pretty common tactic, because you can do this and then go do the dam and possibly take it over to Agina's cave.
Yeah, I wonder if this is just a consequence of this being like a group race as opposed to 1v1. Because
Yeah,
like
well,
with a group race, you kind of might want to safeguard a little bit against every play.
Wally being very careful with that half heart over there, surrounded by crabs. I missed what was in that second chest for StructuralMike. But
Ricky's got his full magic refill from there.
It is interesting with the fire rod. I was curious about the potential for Mike to just go all the way through the back. It actually looks like he set up a death warp to do it. To do the same here.
Yeah, he's going to do that. Wally too.
And I can understand with WallKicks wanting to play a little aggressive, because all 4 members of his team are in this race. They haven't had a single elimination yet.
No.
So he can benefit from taking some gambles here if the rest of his team maybe plays a little more conservatively.
Yeah, so we'll take a look. Now, we have the Fire Rod. We are not playing on Entrance Randomizer Branch. We are playing on Main Item Random Branch. So we have Advanced Item Placement on. Fire Rod does put Darkcross in Logic. Another reason I kind of like this play to eat. By the way, we haven't actually mentioned this, but we have seen the map already for our Lay World dungeons. And we've got Pendants Eastern and Desert, and a Red Crystal Hero. That's interesting. More bombs.
And so no key at Darkcross, so the key is in the back.
Yeah. I wonder if the fact that Eastern was a pendant influenced Wally's decision. Wait, where did we get a bow? Was the bow in Zelda Cell, and I just missed it?
I think that's probably in the cell. Yeah, their WallKicks pulled in.
Yeah.
The bow is glove lock because the key's in the back. So
yeah.
That can be some interesting, some possible good info. Might depend on how fast we find that first glove.
Yeah, well, kind of regardless, I think we're all gonna see all the runners immediately head over to like Eastern Palace entrance, unless because right now, like, what do we have in Logic? Wally hasn't done the Dam or Agina, but
we have Saha front of Eastern.
I think it's just Agina, Saha, and Eastern.
Mm-hmm. Actually, no. With the Fire Rod, all of as long as the big key's not
vanilla,
not vanilla.
Yeah, but they'll go for everything in Eastern anyway.
Yeah.
I think Wally will probably be the first one to head for Eastern. Because I don't think you want to just walk down to South Shore and check the dam and then go to Gina if you don't have a book or something.
No, that without the book or boots to make it a little more palatable. This is by far the play to make.
Oh boy, Mike is getting bodied, all for 50 rupees. Ricky is also going to be probably heading over for Eastern too. And I think you want to talk to him. You already know what 2 of your pendants are. Yeah, Repent and Swamp.
Yep.
All right, so we don't.
Let's see what that
Hammer.
Yeah, hammer back there. That immediately has me wondering: Are we going to see one of those famed hover seeds?
Oh boy. Hover or Moldorm Mounts, yeah.
Yep.
And there is nothing saying that we will need a hookshot before we have to get to GT. Other than there's a good chance that the GT Big Key is hammer locked, is hookshot locked. But,
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
We're not playing on a Key Sanity mode where it can get shuffled and elsewhere. It's got to be in GT basement. So there's only 5 checks that aren't. Well, 7 checks. 2/3 of the checks in GT basement are hookshot locked normally. I guess half the checks. You could go around right side for the left 3.
Yeah, you can get because it's 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's like 5 and 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 50% of them, but it's not a fun way to go about.
No.
All right, the Big Key is the second check there though in Eastern.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see if any of them if there is a possible 50-50 gamble on this, if any of them take it with the Big Key chest.
You mean skip Eastern Palace Big Chest, Big Key Chest, because we don't have a lamp, but we have the Fire Rod?
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah, I know it. Whenever I'm running, I take into consideration the logic in it. So
yeah. Now, did we get a item out of
that very first check, the cannonball chest? I missed that one.
Okay, there's competition. You're forced to do this.
It looked, as I say, it looks like based on
map chest is the Big Key. Compass chest was off shield.
I believe it was an item. The very first one was an item. So this is a 50-50 that WallKicks is doing here.
Yeah. But you don't want to come back to Eastern Palace just to go for Big Key chest. It
is a long walk back here after you kill Armos. WallKicks is not paid off though. It is just the map.
Yeah. So I'll see what Mike does. Interestingly, so I think logically Agina has to have something right now.
Armos could have let's see, Armos could have the if we get a glove that allows us to go up to the mountain. Oh no, it doesn't. No, it would need to be the flute. It would have to be the flute. But odds are that Agina is going to have some sort.
Yeah, no, the bow is glove locked, but also the bow is, due to
Yep.
The problem is I'm making an assumption based on Key Sanity logic that I don't know if it holds for normal logic, where because the map was lamp locked, that therefore the other two have to be. But I do actually think that this does mean that Agina is going to have her.
I think you are right. Yeah, that Agina will have something. There's the pearl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I bet Agina probably has the glove. Logic wanted you to get the glove from Agina to get.
Agina has the glove, or Agina has the flute.
Yeah,
I think that's got to be kind of like where we're heading. He could also have magic powder. And I think Wally should immediately... I mean, he doesn't really have an option here.
Yeah.
He's got nothing else to check, but he'll head check the dam and then go over to Agina.
Yep.
Which will actually put him, like, really... that his routing in this early game has actually really paid off pretty well, because the other two have already done the dam. And so Wally just managed to save, like, 20-30 seconds on them by not doing the dam first.
Yeah, he gets to... He doesn't have to redo that walk.
No. Yeah. Because he'll be... Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say he'll be halfway to Agina by the time it gets to, by the time they reach the dam.
Yeah. Yeah, because we'll get a save and quit out of Mike here. We have Ricky just finishing up Armos. Looks like just slightly missed the quick kill, which is too bad, but
Yeah.
cleans it up nicely for the Pearl and the Pennant of Power, whichever one that is.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't play vanilla enough to remember.
Right. Alright, and WallKicks making his way to Agina.
Yeah. I'm feeling like if my key sanity logic read is right, this has to be like the flute. No, it's just the glove, okay. Well, I think you want to check the back of Sank first, and then
Yeah.
start your Dark World work.
Yeah, I think you have two items back here.
Yeah.
And there's no better time to get to them, really.
Yeah, one of these is almost certainly the... There's two items, and one of them is actually going to probably just be the lamp. Mike's going to go check Sank as well.
Mm-hmm.
Our flipper...
Oh, the flippers, okay.
Okay, so lamp is potentially sitting on Zora or Waterfall Fairy.
Yeah.
Zora Reach Waterfall Fairy. That's interesting knowledge. We have a
Yeah.
fire rod, so you don't know if you're ever going to really want to get it. So you are playing swordless, so it's not like you have...
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, I mean, it's I have the confidence in all these runners with the ability to do dark rooms without a sword, but boy, the sword does make it easier. So, and the lamp makes it even easier.
Yeah. Mike is gonna do South Dark World earlier, and Wally's just gonna start north to south, and yeah.
Yeah, there's I get the run into. We have our. I missed what our other red was. Was it up in Skullwoods?
Yeah, it was Skullwoods.
But yeah, I get the rushing hype cave. It is 5 items that you can get real quick.
Yeah, I think Wally's just gonna go straight up. He knows that he has to do Skullwoods and he has to do Thieves Town, so might as well go north to south here. Kind of puts Bumper Legend to... Mike just this hype cave.
Yeah, that was a whole lot of trash. Money and arrows. So
yeah. This is Skullwood. Yeah.
Yeah, with WallKicks going into Skullwoods. Probably just checking for. Looked like he just checked the one chest there, and he'll probably go to the back with that fire rod.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you can grab a small key out of that first chest, that's good. Like the way Skullwood's key logic works is that Mafia can't have the small keys.
Yep.
So he's very likely to have an item. You pulled a compass from him, so the only thing that he can't have now is he'll probably have an item, or else he'll have the map.
Yeah.
but this kind of rewards the back to front routing a bit.
Our tracker points out that WallKicks, his bottle is empty, and he did not grab the green potion from.
No, he did.
Dam.
He did. He doesn't have auto tracking on, so I didn't bother clicking it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, Wally doesn't auto track.
That I do remember that. I had some conversations with him about auto tracking a little bit ago. Prepping him for a death warp.
Yeah.
And we have Ricky went actually straight into Village of Outcasts to pull the cape there out of C-shaped house.
Oh, that's really nice, actually. I mean,
yeah.
The good and the bad about the cape in Swordless is it's still good for dodging stuff, but unfortunately, like, you don't have your sword to like use it as an offensive weapon. But I think this is Ricky trying to like get himself a little bit extra something, because he probably thinks everybody else is heading into Skullwoods to go kill Mothula on 5 or 6 hearts, blue mail. Wally's in a really dangerous spot right now.
And he, grabs that heart for safety. We have Ricky heading into Thieves Town. Looks like the first chest did not have an item. I missed what it was, but we got a heart piece there for the second check. And Mike doing his death warp.
Yeah, and here we go. Wally's got 3 hearts, blue mail for Mothula. Spike steal 1 heart of damage. Beams will do 2.
If he's on green mail, then Moth does 2 damage. Blue mail should do 1.
All right, he's got 2 hammer hits left, or 4 fire rod shots. 2 more fire rod shots. 1 more.
There it is.
Ricky just got the boots.
Yep, we have boots, which are not nearly as fun in Swordless because you cannot run through enemies or bushes.
Or item dash, yeah.
Or item dash, yep. No item dashing either.
But as Ricky promptly demonstrates by slamming into 2 Stalfos. But that's nice. Everybody's gonna have boots this seed.
And looks like Samario was on Mothula.
Ooh. Oh, that's a real shame to go do big key chest before getting Samaria.
Yeah.
Nothing like wrangling the Gyptos out.
Right. Alright, Mike making some work here. Missing some of those hits getting not counted. There it is, the final shot. But yeah, some of those hits were not counting due to the Mothula hitting the spikes.
Yeah. Alright, well that's a really nice Skullwoods layout. Mothula...
It makes it for a quick, if you go to the back first, that was something I was taught when I was learning, that if you can kill Mothula, go back to front. Because of as you mentioned earlier, the no chance for a small key on Mothula, so increased chance for an item.
Yeah. So right now, Wally's going to go do Vo. He'll discover the boots, and then immediately start face slamming himself into enemies. I wonder if he'll take a quick check to see what's up on Bumper Ledge as well, now that he has the cape. But
looks like he's going to make that walk real quick with the cape. This makes sense because Wally hasn't done hype caves, so he's probably planning on taking this all the way down there.
Yeah. Oh God, almost vanilla mitts. How do you like that? Full hard container. That'd be really, really nice, but we're not going to go spend the minute that it'd take to get that hard container.
Nope. There's plenty of hard containers to be had in this mode.
So right now, Ricky's gonna head for blind. Gotta do hammer blind, which is not as easy as sword blind, unfortunately.
Yeah, got 2 hits off there real quick.
Yeah, I'd say if Mike opts to go, immediately check bumper ledge. It's just like... he's gonna go look around a little more. So he'll have boots before making his decision more. But, like, he isn't gonna be in kind of this awkward spot because he's done Head Cave, but he hasn't done Stumpy or Dig Game. It'll be interesting with Mitts if you... Oh, nice.
That was a tight one there for Ricky, but managed to pull it off with the hammer blind. Not an easy, not the easiest of fights. When most of us are used to just doing the blind script with a sword.
Yeah. I guess the question is right now is like, do you want to do Smith? One of the questions after this is, are you going to want to invest in Smith Chain or not?
Yeah, like I feel like unless Mirror is here in the brewery, I could see both Ricky and WallKicks grabbing the Smith and taking him on a tour, at least to Hype Cave.
Yeah, Ricky's gonna go do hammer pegs, which sucks because we have boots, but we can't item dash, so we can't do the fast hammer strats.
All right, we have Mike is making his way through the first the front of Thieves Town, about to find his boots, and most assuredly will then head to the back as we have WallKicks heading up to the top to bomb the floor.
Yeah, hammer pegs was just the heart piece. Yeah, so Ricky's gonna put off Skullwoods for a little bit. So he's not gonna have Samaria for a while, but he's not gonna be able to miss Samaria. He's just hoping for a little bit more health or another meal upgrade, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And doing the dig game, I think, like we said, we most likely will see Ricky go back and grab the Smith. You cannot do the dig game if you have a follower.
Yeah. It's always fun when you forget that, grab the Smith, and then go pay this dude. And he's like, I can't let you.
Yeah, he's like, get out of here. Half magic. That's
okay.
That's not bad.
No. That's actually really, really nice.
Yeah. Especially with our tracker Daruk just mentioned.
We can beat ice.
They're gonna have Samaria, half magic fire rod, and Bombos makes ice very appealing.
Oh yeah. Your ice palace strip is not going to get any easier than it is right now, other than a couple more hearts.
Mm-hmm. WallKicks starting his hammer blind. Managed to get the 3 hits off, but took a couple of fireballs to the face.
And Ricky's putting off Skullwoods is going to pay out for him, because that is red meal. Yep,
that was at Stumpy there.
Yeah, this is a really free seed for the overall for like safeties.
Yeah, I mean pretty much the only thing they're missing now for to make swordless even easier is the Burna cane.
Yeah, you also would kind of want to have maybe like to find the mirrors so you don't feel bad about picking up some extra hearts here and there.
Yeah. And just general speed of routing. There's about the only thing worse than finding a late mirror is a late book. So,
yeah, we still don't have access. Well, Desert Palace was a pendant, so we don't necessarily have to do Desert yet. We may.
And we have Mike working his way through. Blind here.
Ricky's also going to pair up some of these the North bonk checks now that he has boots. While taking the Smith back, this makes a lot of sense.
Mike being very careful. Oh boy, down to half a heart.
Yeah.
I think he's got one more hit to go. Oh man. Gonna use that. Yeah, he wants to pop the.
He's waiting for blind. He's hoping that blind's going to fly down and damage himself. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so it is one more hit. Oh, and he gets him with the shot. Okay. Nice. I was a little too preoccupied watching the blind Mike's blind fight there, pulling it out right at the end. I missed what was in Bonk Rocks.
I don't think it was anything. Was it silver arrows? No, it's just regular. You still got regular arrows, so I don't think it was anything. Oh yeah, no. By the way, we still have. Yeah, honestly, you should go grab the Smith this time around because I just remembered Quake's on the library, so you probably want to at least grab Quake.
Yep, that is. I had forgotten about that. It looks like Ricky had not.
Yeah.
That was a lot of digs. I didn't realize just how many digs that was for that half magic. All right, so we have. Let's see, where does Ricky go after this? He's probably he'll probably go up and do Skullwoods. He's got the mitts now for the easy access.
Yeah, he'll do Skullwoods. I don't think he took a look at Bumper Ledge either.
No, he can go check that before or after Skullwoods.
Yeah, I imagine Wally will probably actually take this over to Pod.
Yeah, because he did not grab the Smith, so.
Yeah, he can go up and do Pod, not have it overridden by Kiki.
And he actually might do. Oh no, he can't do Ice Palace because you have to get that from Light World.
Light World, yeah. Mike saved and quit. So Mike is gonna
check the boots checks here probably. Oh, and the save and quit out of Wally. Probably will also go do the boots checks.
Yeah, because it's feeling like it has to be Mirror or Hookshot in East Dark World right now. I guess it could be in Hookshot could be in Ice. Mm-hmm. Just because the game loves to do something like that, but yeah, it is possible. I know there are certain key layouts that could put some of the chests hookshot locked in Ice Palace, but if it's before that, totally possible. Yeah,
some of the chests that are deeper in Ice Palace.
Yeah, it's mostly like where the keys are, if any are on the right side or not. So are you going to take a look and see what's at Lumberjack, Mike, or are you just going to go up the mountain? You're going to peek Lumberjack while checking this.
We're about the 34-minute mark, so I thought I'd just give out a reminder to go support these runners. Give them a follow. We got StructuralMike, and WallKicks.
Oh no!
I missed what that was. What was on Lumberjack?
It's shiny. It casts a reflection.
Oh boy! Well, that is really good knowledge for Mike now. And this
that's really big for Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. There's nothing saying we need a mirror. But that does mean that we will have access to Tower of Hera and east side Death Mountain.
Yep.
And if Hookshot's on east side Death Mountain, the old man's leading the old man. I think Mike is immediately going to go do Aga Tower now. Oh god, what a seat this is.
So, and I think this is also a good time to remind everyone. So this is a 7-person race. We have 3 people on ZSR2. We have 3 people on ZSR main, and we have one that ran this via async. And so the 6 live runners are all going at the same time.
I'm pretty sure I spells this are hookshot locked technically.
Okay.
It's definitely hookshot locked. Which means if which this should tell WallKicks if he doesn't see a hookshot in the next 2 or 3 checks, that he'll probably go to pod next, and then he may actually commit to Aga Tower if he doesn't see anything else. Yeah. And Ricky, by the way, had a really nice blind fight and is cleaning up the rest of the checks right now. A really good Mothula fight, I mean.
Mothula, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Also, thank you to our tracker today, Dirk. Handling 3 runners at once.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely give our tracker a follow. It's I mean me and Toffel here, we just gotta show up and talk a little bit and talk about how we missed certain checks that Duroc did not miss.
Yeah. Wally skipped.
Did he skip Ice-T?
No, Ice-T was the big key. He didn't do the big chest, which...
Okay.
The compass chest was... the first chest was a compass.
And the map was in the Freezor chest.
Yeah. That's... And there were 2 keys and less. I don't know why he didn't get big chest, because big chest had to be an item. And he was in Freezer room. He doesn't have a hookshot to do the quick check, but
yeah, that's
well, we'll see if it's anything.
Yeah, we'll check if one of our other runners manages to go get that, or if they're gonna risk the skip also.
Yeah. So Ricky's heading for pod. If there's no hookshot in here in pod, then I think this will tell Wally that he's got progression sitting in Lumberjack. Or he'll find out that there's progression sitting on Lumberjack. We still don't have a lamp, which I think I think it has to be sitting in the Zora region somewhere at this point.
Yeah, I mean either Zora or Catfish, or not there. So just a heart container. So that will not come back to bite Wally. Wally going to do all the flipper checks now.
Yeah, I think this has to be. We'll see what Wally does here, because I feel like he's going to have to go to Zora now. Because you're doing your flipper checks, and...
Yeah, I agree. I feel like if you if you're making the hobo, the time to go to hobo, you just swim down to the whirlpool of Zora.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to take a very long way to get to pod. Yeah, it was just a hard container in Ice Pal's big chest, not to Wally.
Pretty good timing on that first fire rod shot there by Mike, and just uses the problem and solution to most of life's problems, which is fire, and takes care of cold stare.
Book.
Okay.
Book and that's interesting.
Yeah, that opens up Pendant Desert, and we have Mike is gonna go through Dark Aga Tower, so knowing the mirrors there. And Bombo's tablet, yep, with because we know where the mirror is at, and nothing there on Zora.
Yeah, so Lamp is either like I think Lamp is sitting in Desert Palace right now. While he's gonna start just chasing what's in Logic. I don't really blame him for the. Oh no, he's gonna go check Pyramid and Catfish, I guess, and then maybe circle around the pod.
Yeah, we have. I've not been watching Ricky with his checks in pod here, but I'm not seeing anything new on the tracker.
No.
No.
Yeah, so Wally's gonna go do pod. Interesting that he opted to do this from Fleet instead of Fleet 5, but you know, I guess it doesn't really matter too much of a difference.
Yeah, and because Ricky's the only one that did Smith Chain, he was the only one who was back close to Lumberjack to get the or not Lumberjack, back to the library to get that Quake medallion.
Yeah,
but without having access to Meyer or TR, it's pretty irrelevant at the for the time being.
Yeah, if I had to take a guess at their reasoning, right, Mike and Wally's reasonings right now, it's I know I'm gonna have to get the flute to get the Meyer. I'd rather make the trip to get Quake when I go activate the flute.
Yeah,
and just save myself that time walking over. It's not the worst thing. Like, obviously, like Ricky opted to do Smith Chain to kind of like get himself a reason to get back there. And
yeah, absolutely. It was a check he could grab and put him back there to just get it.
Yeah. Oh hey, a sword.
One of our swords in Pod Dark Maze.
And I think Ricky's trying to figure out his best way to get back to the frog. This is also why I really don't disagree with Mike's play right now.
Yeah, I think if you can make, I mean, knowing what's there, and if you can make the Dark Castle Tower climb, you just do it.
Yes. Like Mike isn't going to have to death warp anymore. We're on red mail. We're getting close to 10 hearts.
And Ricky did a save and quit out of
yeah. He didn't have the bombs to kill himself, and I don't think he had a Kadam go around there to kill him.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Kind of see how well he's gonna handle this. Again, this is gonna be like this is decent time save for Mike when he gets to Pod, because Pod is just like the one dungeon where you really would like a mirror, just not to death warp. Because it dead ends yourself so often.
Especially with as late into the seed as we are with all these hearts and all this armor.
Yeah. Like, you don't necessarily like hate having red mail, it's just when it becomes like your impediment to like getting back to the start of the dungeon. That's the problem.
I think that's at least 2 lightning so far from Maga. There we go.
Yeah,
it's probably around 2 or 3, or there's probably something like 3 blue balls.
Yeah,
I was not counting though.
Well, I think he did it in 9, so it would have had to have been 3.
Okay. All right, so we have Graveyard Ledge is nothing.
Yeah, Mike's gonna go check Catfish, I think. No, he's going right into Pod. All right. Don't agree with not getting the mirror before doing this.
I think I'm with you on that one.
You spent the time getting the mirror. Get the mirror.
Yeah.
Check Catfish.
Yeah, because it's you can actually get there even faster through the Aga portal, faster
Yeah.
than you could
Yeah.
through either of the other portals.
Yeah.
All right, and Ricky is back in pond to go kill the boss here.
Wally got a little lost, which means we're going to see the alternative strategy to that door, which is just bomb jump yourself to the big chest and maybe try to walk yourself out. Which might be faster, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think he has the big key, so he's going to have to go find the big... When he gets the big key, he'll have to get himself back to it.
Using the arrows to show his position, and also with bombs. And all three of our runners in pod at the same time. Daruk pulling up the logical progression is going to be somewhere in desert, catfish, or purple chest.
Well, it's almost certainly that our lamp is in desert, and it'll be Hera or West Side Death Mountain, East Side Death Mountain for the next percent of progression, because we'll have the mirror to get to that portion.
Yep.
Wally managed to like get himself down enough so he could just kind of like Kadango himself to death. They still deal a decent amount of hearts with the flames.
I believe they are always one heart, regardless of armor.
Yeah, they're like spikes.
All right, and Wally heading to the back now as Mike's in Rupee Basement.
Mike's in Rupee Basement. Ricky's fighting Almasaur. Still hasn't do Ice Palace like the other two.
Alright. And Helmasaur down for Ricky. Let's see if
just $20. Okay. So logically, at the end of this, Mike should know that almost certainly that if Catfish doesn't have the book he has to know that the lamp is available somewhere, and he doesn't know that means he either has to have the book or the cape is leading to the lamp somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I would say logically, you should assume that the lamp was required to get your moon pearl for Eastern Palace, and all of Dark World is lamp locked technically. But again, that's me reading into key sanity logic, not necessarily the normal logic.
Yeah, I can't remember if the non-key sanity logic requires the compass and map.
Yeah. It's normally there to prevent the junk fill from grabbing compasses and maps of crystals and throwing them into GT and key sanity logic.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know if that flag is there for normal item shuffle. Ricky's bonds a blue potion, so he's heading for Ice Palace next.
Yeah, I think that's it makes sense for him to go there. It's a fully clearable crystal.
Yeah.
Before he worries about anything else. I mean, I could see him doing maybe doing Hobo, and then getting into it, or possibly even Waterfall Fairy before going in. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's another sword. Alright, so I think WallKicks is probably going to head for Desert Palace to go see if he can find himself his lamp. Or what he thinks is going to be his next progression.
Mm-hmm.
Not peeking... He's going to blind get the mirror at this point.
Yeah, I think with the items that WallKicks has gotten, that's gonna, his route's gonna just he'll find the lamp and probably go there.
Yeah.
Possibly doing West Death Mountain first?
It's hard to say. He'll get the mirror. He'll get the lamp. He'll probably do what Mike did and check Lumberjack when he goes up.
Yeah.
He'll see it. He'll rescue the old man and then immediately go and do the go get the mirror because he'll know that that's his way on.
And Daruk is saying that maps and compass only matter when shuffled.
Imagine if lamp is EastDM.
I guess it could be if we find flute and hookshot.
Yeah. So boots are required. Okay, so that kind of throws out the thing with needing the map. There's no way to get here.
And
I don't think we saw what the Desert Ledge item was at any point. Maybe Ricky looked at it, but I don't think the other two did.
No, I missed it. If WallKicks.
No, Wally ran right into it. Everybody, I think, just ran right into it.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if he spied it when he was running up here now, but I don't think he did. I imagine he'll probably just run down and check it. Oh, there's our lamp.
Yeah.
Everything is right in the world.
Hopefully for Wally, the next item is just on the big chest, so he doesn't have to hard commit to killing Lamnelas.
I could see him. Let's see what lamp.
The problem is lamp for him is like 3 checks.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot of checks. Yep.
No. So we'll see if he decides to commit to killing. Like we don't know what is on pedestal, and we're still missing a decent chunk that could be on ped. We're missing Ice Rod, Flute, or maybe Ether.
Yep.
Or Hookshot. Well, no, Hookshot can't be because Swamp is.
But yeah, I think we Ice Rod, or Ether, or Flute. Yep, I think you hit the 3.
Mike's made it over to Alma. It's gonna be funny if this is straight up an AD seat. AD swordless.
And Mike finishing off Helmasaur here. We have Ricky making his way through Ice Palace. Be $20 on Helma. Ricky misses the bomb jump, but it won't impact him. It was just the heart container there.
Yeah, and that's
going back up for it though.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes some sense for Ricky. He is very low on checks. He does not have a whole lot left in logic, so
yeah. Let's land the down for Wally. Bugnet, unfortunate. So Wally now knows I've got 3 checks. Which one of these stupid 3 checks is it going to be?
Now with boots, that Bugnet will actually make Ega 2.
That is actually a good point. So, that is actually a good point.
That is the one mode where Bugnet has an extra use.
Yeah, Wally will be able to do, and Wally's going to go climb the mountain, and Mike's hitting his mirror. This is hard required, so we are at least baked into Eastern and Ega Tower today.
Yep.
I also would... Gamma, you showed up, and we just before somebody picked up the Bugnet, by the way. And yeah, here comes Wally. Wally's probably going to actually look at this, then go do Ega Tower instead of climbing.
Yeah, it makes sense to just do that instead of save and quit. Yep, he's running straight back there. I imagine there's it was me, there'd be some 4-letter words coming. Inside Spec Rocket was just 5 rupees though, with a heart piece on top.
Yeah.
We are getting some fresh knowledge here from Mike as he heads up to Tower of Para. Mike does not have that book though, so if there is anything on Ether Tablet, that's going to be probably quite isolated for him.
Yeah, Mike can't get anything off of the tablets. Will this make a difference? We'll find out. Easy big key. And that's 4 crystals down for Ricky.
Yeah, we have is that 4 crystals for all of our runners now? Yeah.
4 crystals, 1 pendant, and 2 pendants for Wally, and 1 pendant for everyone else. Ricky's like, where do I have to go? And I think Ricky's going to probably make the play for the mountain now. No, he's saving and quitting to Link's house.
Probably doing flipper checks. That's gonna be
he'll
density.
He's gonna just kind of chase Wally here at this point, and how this is gonna string out. You'll discover that it's just he'll get the book and he's like, I gotta go to desert now.
Yeah.
And then, Wally's almost is through the harder part of Agate Tower, because once we kill this one guard, we don't have to go through any more dark rooms. And Ricky's like, God damn it, it's the book. Yeah.
I was elected to lead, not to read. We have a Moldorm fall there from Mike. Looks like we have not gotten an item yet out of Harris. So that
we would have had one, but it's not it wouldn't have been a major. Good basements.
Basement has a item. I think with the checks that Mike has to do, I can see him at least skipping that one.
Yeah, I mean, and I would say, so it's hard for me to say Wally has an ad with the book. This is like at least from the context of this race, this is a 7-man race, 7-person race, and having the book means he might not win this restream, but he's still probably in pretty good position right now. He's done a lot of work. Look how much easier this is. This is why you should get the bug net.
That's right. We mentioned it when we kicked things off. This is a 7-person race, and the top 4 will advance. We have three teams in competition out of the 7 people, and we're looking to narrow it down to 2 teams. And Quake is going to be required.
Nice.
We have the 6 people racing live between ZSR2 and Maine, and we had Allison asynced the run.
Yes. We're going to see how we're here from Mike. Now, this is kind of unfortunate. This will be good for Ricky, because he's the only one who's going to be able to get immediately into TR.
That flute, okay. So, hookshot is going to be required for that flute. But that, as long, I mean, clearly Mike can hover, so he might just be moving.
I mean, the flute's going to show up pretty. It's going to show up either in TR or East Death Mountain at this point. It's not going to. The hookshot is. So it's not going to be too bad, but it's going to be nice for him, because he's not going to have to come back. He'll be able to go check the Meyer medallion as well, and maybe he'll go into the desert. But I think he's probably figuring out the only thing in desert is a lamp.
Yeah.
Wally's going to take a quick gander at Catfish, which I don't think Mike did.
I do not believe so. I believe this will be their first check of Catfish here. And we have Ricky doing does not like seeing not an item in the big chest. So it looks like Ricky will be going to kill Landmolus also. Spiral Cave was a bunch of nothing, and Catfish was just $50. And Mike going to do Paradox Cave.
Yeah.
Well, we have.
Well, he's gonna go.
I think get that Quake medallion.
Yeah, he wants to get Quake. That'll be good for him.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense to get it before going up to the mountain.
Yeah, like he's in a position now where he knows he might be able to get into TR, and he's doubling his odds from 50-50, 33 to 66.
Mm-hmm. So far, not much. I missed what was in the basement of Paradox, but I'm guessing not much. Yeah. So the big question though is, hook shot's not in my area. Our big question right now is where is that hook shot gonna be at?
Yeah, it's not in my area. Like the worst place it could be in is a swamp, but it could also just be one of our random mirror checks too.
Yep.
We still have two of those.
Yeah, could be the random mirror check. Could be could be basement of Hera.
True.
Could be could be Pyramid Fairy. There's a couple ugly places it could be, but yeah, I think.
Bugnet for Ricky, not happy about that, I'm sure. Well, he's got his mirror, gonna go up the mountain now, I'm sure. Probably will do TR, I have to imagine.
I think Ricky is heading to Ice Rod Cave.
Oh, he skipped it, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, both Mike and Molly did that early.
And,
all right, so let's go see how bad is our medallion spread today.
I think that was a Quake. I got just a glimpse of it, but I think it was a Quake. Nothing in the Meyer shed.
Yeah. Mike's gonna go straight in.
It is Bombos. Okay, I missed that. But
right.
Still, yeah, it can go right in and beat it. I think Mike's gonna get the advantage of possibly being able to skip that lamp for the whole seed here.
Yeah, I'm suspicious, bud. That'd be nice for him. Let's see what's on Ether Tablet.
Powder. Okay, well, it's to be determined.
DVD, nice to have. We still got. We haven't seen Purple Chest.
Mm-mm.
We have seen. So maybe that's another thing to come back for. And I think Ricky is gonna go up the mountain and find out the bad news about the mirror.
Yep.
Or is he just gonna go straight up? No, he's just gonna go straight up. And to get really, really confused, he's hard last location in this mirror.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a hard last location for him.
Well, he's gonna probably do Spike Cave, which will be a point of divergence.
Yes, yeah, that is one we haven't seen yet. Yeah, because Mike chose to do he did a save and quit out of Paradox Cave instead of running back across the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, so for Ricky, he's only going to have a couple other ones, and one of them is Purple Chest. After this, Purple Chest, Catfish, and just a map over there in Compass Chest in the mire. It's like, where's my stuff? Well, he'll actually have the magic powder, so we'll probably see powder for him before Agate Tower. And probably Purple Chest at that. Oh no. Oh wait, no, he can't do it. He doesn't have mirror.
Yeah.
Alright. What's in Spike Cave? Our third sword!
In any, well, most other types of modes, it would be a wonderful thing to see, but...
No, yeah. So, I guess this is probably Ricky doing Purple Chest before committing to...
Yeah, I think you are absolutely right.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, this could be Hookshot, which would be nice for him, especially like if we're sitting on potentially requiring pedestal for something. Like we're still missing Ice Rod.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see what Wally wants to do here. He can go back up the mountain and go over to right side. But he is in Dark World, so he's going to have to make this one more save and quit here. You could do Powder and maybe check Bombo's tablet along the way, but we'll see. Looks like he's going to go check Bombo's tablet, I guess.
Yep, I think so.
I think he's feeling like all I've gotten from this book was the lamp. I want to the lamp and the powder. I'm going to try to extend whatever this might have given me.
Yeah, I think try to chase that down. He might be feeling the book is something that someone could have skipped. Oh no, he's going to go do Pyramid Fairy.
Okay.
We have Mike doing the dark rooms in. The first dark room in Mire, and I think he just got through. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah. Ricky's through. Did Purple Chest. It was nothing. So I think he has to know that this is it's either Catfish or Aga. And unfortunately for him, it's not going to be Catfish.
Yeah. Our tracker pointing out that Silvers were in Paradox Cave.
Okay. That's nice.
This mode, though, it Silver. So there are 2 progressive bows and a Silver's item in the post-Mole Run chest. Or I should say 2 progressive bows placed regularly with a fixed Silvers at post-Mole Run. So
yeah, nothing in Pyramid Fairy, unfortunately.
And Mike makes it through to Vitreous with the Silvers, and the Silvers do make this fight free.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ricky's going to get the bad news that I got to go beat Aga, and he's going to discover, is it my hookshot or my mirror? And he'll discover it's the mirror. At least with the... I think in this situation, you kind of want the hookshot and not the mirror, just because the mirror just... opens a little bit more nagging checks, and then it does open Swamp Palace as a thing. Whereas the Hookshot, well, congrats, you can do Hookshot Cave and Hookshot Cave.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the as for Ricky, it also would be all of Death Mountain. But yeah, it's.
No, Ricky just realized I have to go do Ag.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got nothing else. Something's on Lumberjack.
We have Checkerboard Cave here. Is nothing on StructuralMike's side. Yeah, so StructuralMike is realistically he is just the ice rod from Go mode.
Yeah. It looks like he's gonna try to clean up some. So we haven't seen the mirror checks yet.
Yeah, I was just thinking we have Graveyard Ledge and we have Cave 45 are both outstanding. Mike does have a lot of checks that he's avoided by going out of logic.
Yeah. I mean, if you're like WallKicks or Ricky, you're really hoping that it's like the ice rod's on bed.
Mm-hmm.
Wally doesn't hover, so he's not going to get that fluid.
No.
It does mean he's probably going to find the hook shot first, though. Mike's going to go do switching with mirror.
Makes it a lot quicker. He picks up that Quake medallion to at least get him access to all but one check in Turtle Rock.
Yeah. And Ricky's gonna Wally's gonna go into TR next. Almost certainly.
Yeah, I think that makes sense from WallKick's point of view with what he might have left.
Yeah, the ice rod was not in. Though it should be said, the ice rod was not in Mire. So
correct, yeah.
That's interesting. Because if it's vanilla, that's really nice for Wally, but he'll still have to like. It's going to be just interesting to see how the. You almost certainly you have to find the hook. You probably find the hook shot before the ice rod, just because it locks Mire and swamp. But
yeah, and like you called, Wally heading in to an ice rodless TR here. I think probably the thing Wally would most want to see in here would, if not the ice rod, the hook shot.
Yeah, I think you want to like. It's going to depend on where one of those shows up, because like if you can find the hook shot on one of these, Wally
failed.
Wally fails the
most difficult trick in the game. Remembering the direction to go.
Yeah, Ricky's up to Aga now.
And purple chest looks like it was just a couple of blueberries.
Yeah, Mike's heading for TR now.
Yeah, I feel like Mike's playing as if he will never need to find a hook shot.
Hook shot, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're comfortable enough to do it like that, good.
Yep.
It's going to cost him some time in GT Basement if it's on the left side, but he's going to have saved time by not finding it.
Mm-hmm.
Though, like, I would say, like, the best, like, item layout would be, like, it's hookshot on Trinex with, like, Ice Rod and Swamp. That would probably be his ideal scenario for, like, guaranteeing himself a high finish.
Yeah, I think that would absolutely be the best type of kind of placement of those items.
And now Ricky is going to go find the bad news of, oh, it's my mirror.
And we're about an hour and 15 minutes in. Give another reminder to everybody to give these runners all a follow, and as well as my co-coms and our tracker Daruk. the runners are putting on a great show for us in this best mode of swordless. And our tracker DeBrook doing the hard stuff here.
Yeah.
Paying close attention, keeping us on our toes.
Yeah. Now, I don't think Wally did Spiral Cave, so if he's good about this, what he'll do is he won't exit out. When he doesn't exit out Laser Bridge, he'll mirror back to it. The big chest entrance.
We have Ricky making his way up for that powder.
Yeah, it's just like wonderful. Another fetch quest that I might have to do.
Right, yeah. That's just what I wanted to see after last locating my mirror. Alright, we have... Still haven't really seen anything of significance here in TR, but we're... we've just had our appetizer in the front half. We're about to get to the main course here.
Yeah. Laser Bridge will have one key, so there should be like 3 items there. Because we have to have a key here.
Yep.
And then there'll have to be a key to get the Tronics down there. But this is almost certainly like a double tip at TR seed. Unfortunately. This has been a wonderful tiebreaker seed. They gave you a bunch of safeties, and then everything else is just going to be a giant tangled knot of...
Yeah, bit of a slog. This one's turning out to be. Especially thinking back through the logical chain that they wanted you to go on.
Yeah. Well, he's doing Laser Bridge now.
There's that key. Oh, the hook shot. Okay.
Yep. All right.
And the map. So I think our last item is on. So this realistically is actually the best scenario for
Wally and Ricky.
Essentially any non-hovers, because that does put a lot more into logic for them.
Yeah, and what's going to happen here is, like, this is also kind of like the worst scenario for Mike, because Mike, unfortunately, like, not going to go get Quake the first time around before going back up the mountain. He had to do an extra mountain climb. He's going to still have to do another mountain climb because he knows the hookshot isn't, like, hookshot's locking Ice Rod somehow in his eyes. It could still just be the mirror. We still have a few things here and there. He's also probably hoping, but like now he's going to have to start getting into scramble cleanup mode, because he's the one who's been making the skips. Ricky and Wally have kind of been a very thorough style of play. So like they know where the lamp logic is, they know where the book logic is, and then Mike's just going to have to be sitting around like, I know I have to have the lamp in the book somehow, probably. Like he'll if he mirrors and does desert, he'll know that the book's somewhere.
Yeah,
because he'll know that his lamp is that entire sequence has to be locked. And so Wally's like, okay, here, good. And then Wally'll do here, probably mirror, and then do Spiral Cave, and then go check Mire region.
Yeah.
And then if it's not Mire, if it's not Mire, then he goes and does Swamp Palace. And
yeah. I mean, we like all of them still have a number of mirror checks left.
Yeah.
But yeah, I imagine we'll see Mike head straight to Swamp Palace.
I mean, you can push Swamp, or I think it's like, do you want to push Swamp or do you want to push Zora?
Yeah,
because Zora's his densest play, but it's also like not like this is. You're going to have to admit to yourself that I jumped the route, and I hope I didn't jump the ice route somewhere in my route.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's got to know that this actually looks like it might be a play up to do catfish and Zora.
Yeah, this will be catfish Zora, and then he's going to get the bulk, and then he's going to be mad.
And we have activate the flute here. I'll be curious to see if because we have not seen.
We saw purple chest.
We've not seen powder yet. I don't think.
No.
Wally, Ricky just got it. Wally has not been back here. I'll be curious to see if.
I have to imagine Wally goes in Dark World, checks, grabs purple chest, drops down disc powder, and then flutes away. No, he's just gonna go straight for powder. Purple chest is dead.
Yeah, I think I understand this. Doing this because the powder was locked by that book. And whereas the Smith and purple chest just aren't. I think he might be writing those off as if something's there, then I'm hooked.
Yeah, he did do the Smith. He hasn't done purple chest.
Okay.
Just a red Rippy.
Okay, nothing there.
Yeah, and so I have to imagine he'll make a play now to go take a look in Mire, because this is at least progression. You can go beat the dungeon.
Yep.
It's only going to be 5 item checks, but
yeah, clearable crystal.
Yeah, just keep on your critical path right now. Yeah, here comes Mike with the buck, and now this is not what he wants to see. He was hoping this was the lamp. He was hoping at the very least it would be the lamp.
Yeah, I think...
Now that it's the book, is like, okay, well, it's not on... That tells him that the lamp's in desert. So he does one item in desert is dead. And unfortunately, the other item's on landless.
Yeah.
So that might push him into Swamp a little faster. He hasn't done Pyramid Fairy either.
Yeah, that's I could see going into Swamp, and if it's not there, you clean up Pyramid Fairy after.
Yeah. Yeah. Ricky's gonna go ahead for TR now. He's running a few minutes behind everyone else, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, that hard last location of the lamp is really the difference maker.
Yeah, so
between him and the other two.
So right now, like, if Ice Rod is in Swamp, that's a really good thing. Mike's gonna go for Pyramid Fairy. Yeah.
It's a quick enough check. I feel. I also get like if Ice Rod is here, it saves him from going into
Swamp Palace.
Swamp Palace, or really two pendants, or potentially 2 pendants.
Yeah. Swamp has 6 item checks normally, and then it's the green pendant, so it's a 7th. So it's like, it's so hard not to do Swamp. And unfortunately, like, you're 1 item from Go Mode. This is the worst part. It's 1 item from Go Mode pendant Swamp. So you really want to. So it's like, it makes the left side decision even worse than it normally is.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're like 2 or 3, you just like, I'll just cook left side, just be done with it. If I'm just 1 item from Go, like, I'd just send it to the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my typical strategy is that if I'm 1 item from Go, I push the back first. I might do U-turn chest. But then I go straight to the back after that, with the idea that if I don't find it, I come back in.
Yeah, here we go. Mike's doing the flipper checks he ignored. Yeah. So Wally's going to be pulling even with him very soon if this continues. Like, the only thing that Mike still really needs to do is desert.
Yeah, because and he's going.
Spike Cave.
Spike Cave, yep. Okay. Spike Cave's one of those that if you didn't do it as a terminating route when you're on Death Mountain, it's just kind of, it takes the time it takes.
Like if you have hook shot before you come to Death Mountain, like, Spike Cave's not that worst thing to get to at the end. But when it's like the mirror, it's like you have to choose between like going east side or Spike Cave,
And Mike is running down that book.
yeah, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh no, no,
Of
no, no, no! Stop give me the ice rod. Stop putting it behind even more tasks." Hair basement we haven't seen. If this is here, that's really good for him.
Yeah, I was actually curious, like because he didn't have book, I was thinking about that as a possible cleanup.
Yeah,
I know it's something that I was taught is if you're gonna skip something, you know, at least take a second to think about what possible way could you clean it up, rather what that doesn't include just going back for it alone.
yeah. Wally's gonna skip the big chest, I think, or is he gonna go back around for it? He's going back around.
Yeah, gonna go around for it. I believe
it was just a key.
Yeah, I believe the last item is on
Vitreous.
Is on Vitreous, and it was nothing.
And so we'll take a look and see what's in here. Basement, was it anything good? Was it the ice rod?
Oh, it is the ice rod. Oh, Mike is in go mode at what are we at 127.33.
Yeah, that is. So this is going to be really, really interesting. That's a really easy skip to do. Wally might full clear swamp. Ricky, I don't know when Ricky wants to go for that. Like, he does not feel good. And that's like a check you want to just orphan forever if you can.
Yeah. I will say, out of all 6 runners, Mike is our only one in go mode, right?
Yeah, okay, because that's actually interesting, because I'm like, that feels like a spot where if you were really good, you could have gotten that, and you're just flying, and you'd be done by now. Unfortunately, like, by the time people realize that the ice rod's free, like, everybody's probably going to have last locationed it.
Yeah, I mean, I think WallKicks is going to finish this out and probably go to Swamp Palace and full clear swamp before heading up there, because I don't...
he's got nothing else up there.
Yeah, I say I don't think he has any... I mean, after this, he'll go do Bombo's tablet.
Yeah, he'll do Bombos, he'll do Swamp, and then he'll go and do Hair Basement. But the one question is, does he do the one chest left in Ice Palace or not, I guess? I don't think
I think, yes. I feel that one you write off a lot longer. A lot longer than Hera Basement. There is the possibility Ricky could run over to check. He does not like seeing that hook shot. He has the possibility to run over and check Hera Basement. I don't think it'll happen.
Not because he's going to get the hook shot. I'll check Hookshot Cave, and then he'll get a flute, and the flute is enough of a distraction where you don't want to do Hair Basement. All right, Wally, you're going to go do Swamp, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Really, really good luck for Mike here. Managing to kind of like get...
Yeah, it's... Well, and it's like I said, you like have a plan to get back to something if you do skip it, or just be ready to write it off.
I'm gonna just take a quick step away for a second, so I'll be right back.
No worries at all. We have Mike heading into Trinex here with that freshly minted ice rod, pulling out the hammer, fighting the menu. It looks like he's able to switch over to Fire Rod in time, but magic is a little low, so does not decide to spam any shots on it. We have WallKicks just checked K45. With Ricky heading back into the Dark World to do the Hookshot Cave for his flute, and Wally also heading over to do Bombo's tablet here before going into Swamp as Mike finishes up Trinex for another box of blueberries. And Ricky takes an unfortunate fall there to the blueberry, unrelated to the blueberries. All right, so Mike now is heading off to do Ganon's Tower. Manages to avoid all of the Lionels. And he just has to find the big key in the basement. And then make the climb. Managing to skip the lamp that was in Desert Palace. We have WallKicks heading into Swamp Palace here. We know it's going to be empty, and it's going to be a feels bad. But we have the first check for Mike here is just nothing on the torch.
Yep.
Getting that fire rod ready to take care of these Stalfos. Oh, there's our burner. Now we have all the safeties.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mike's not gonna have the bug net.
Yeah, the bug net will make Aga 2 a little bit harder. He'll have to use the hammer for all of that. We have Ricky making the move in. So, also just to remind all our viewers, it is the top 4 finishers are the ones that are going to move on. So even though Mike currently is in the lead, we still have 3 other spots up for grabs. If this continues on for Mike to hold on and for the win on Restream, he'll guarantee the Boomerangers. Was it the 4 Boomerangers? Will at least be advancing either to the next round of the Rumble, or if we only have 2 teams left in the division.
Yeah.
They'll move on to the Survivor Series bracket round.
Yeah. Really, it's going to kind of depend if Ricky finishes ahead of 2 or 3 other people or not.
Yeah, that is what it'll come down to. Ricky will have to finish in the top 4 for this to continue on.
Oh, good, it's the mushroom. Well, that's at least an easy stretch, Gus. Ricky's heading into Mire now.
Let's see. It looks like Mike did the Rando Rush strat. I believe that was.
Yeah.
Pulls out the wrong cane for a second. Yeah, I think we definitely are still going to have a race on our hand for the other spots here.
Yeah,
we have a good old fashioned ice rod hunt going on a bunch of screens.
yeah.
We get the lesser seen side of GT here on Mike's side. Almost runs off the edge, and manages to salvage it.
Yep. Wally has gotten Argus down, is going to now shoot him with an arrow. So yeah, just has to finish up Swamp.
Yeah, I was not counting the the items in swamp there, so I did not see if.
We got compass and map already, so
Okay.
it's a full.
Two items. It looks like the big key was possibly in Bob's chest.
Yeah.
I didn't see Mike go after Ice Armos.
No.
Has a big key and is starting to climb.
Yeah, so Mike will be done in about 7 or 8 minutes now.
I know when I play and I see if I see someone.
Oh! Hey, there's our last sword. Wonderful.
Trading drugs for weapons. That's occupation like no other.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna go check Green Pendant now.
Yeah,
probably
I think
check bed, and then we'll see if it'll be Hera Basement, Left Side Swamp, or Ice Palace for him. I guess he still has purple chest, maybe. Like he's got 5 or 6 bad checks. He just needs to figure out one of them.
Yeah, it's for Wally. It's gonna depend on how quick he makes it up to do that one last check up on the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. Here comes pad check. Ricky's heading in for still looking for the big key, which unfortunately is in the dead map the map chest, I think it is.
Yeah.
Mystery Mire, like it's always hard for me to tell which is the map and the compass because like usually there's a way you can figure it out based on the dungeon layout, but it's kind of reversed in Mystery Mire for some reason.
Yeah, I have a name for that chest, but I don't know if it's restream friendly.
Yeah, Wally is heading back in to go do Left Side Swamp.
Yep, that's a feel. Also feels bad, but I get it. Like, it's 2 checks either way, and probably takes about the same amount of time. I think that was just one of those 50-50s. When the item can be essentially anywhere.
Yeah.
We have Mike here. He's made his way through the gauntlet and is almost to Moldorm 2. Nothing like a quick fall to Moldorm. Quick fall to the hovering. But doesn't need the assured silver arrows, so able to just hover.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see how Mike manages with hammer strats here on Aga 2. Probably counts as a double, I think. I don't know if all 3 of those would have counted.
Yeah.
Definitely a double there. Yeah, that first one was just a double. There we go. Finishes it up. Does it in just 4 cycles. That is a very respectable Aga 2.
Yep. And that is 6 crystals down for Ricky. Now he has to go do the ice run hunt that everybody else is doing. That isn't Mike.
Oh, and of course the big key's over there on left side swamp. That always feels wonderful.
Yeah.
Alright. see how Mike manages with his hammer strats here.
Yeah, can't get a 1-1, unfortunately.
No, but that is a good spot to get him at. Oh yeah, he's it's going to be a 2-1 though.
Yeah,
He'll get all 12 shots there. Just beating the hell out of him with that hammer.
Well, he's done with Swamp, so now has to go make the call. I think you got to pull Hero Basement before you go for Ice Valve's Big Chest.
Yeah, I would think so. But he has Purple Chest, I think, first.
Yeah.
And Ganon giving us a nice number of warps here. That's just, you'd love to see it. Oh, that should be a good double shot. Pulls out the wrong rod.
Oh god. Oh, well, you still got to do the mirror checks too.
That's yep. Yeah, I think we did see Mike do this.
Yeah.
And there we have Mike has finished the pig.
Yep.
Holding up his hand as he waits to cross here.
And now everybody else knows that this is.
And yeah, so Mike is our first to finish with the racetime.gg of 1:42.36.
Yeah. I think we're being joined by Mike.
Yeah. Congratulations on finishing first on Restream there, Mike.
Congrats. If you're saying anything, we can't hear you, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't seem to hear anything.
We can hear you now. Are you able to hear us?
Oh,
Mike?
no,
Yeah.
I hear you.
All right.
All right.
Well, congratulations on that first place finish on Restream there.
Yeah, thank you. I'm surprised. Or maybe not surprised. Well, surprised I got first place. I'm not surprised I did well. But first place, I didn't feel that good.
Everybody skipped Terra Basement. Everybody.
Yep. Even Telethar?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. I can report Telethar does have the ice rod and is in Turtle Rock now.
He just beat Trendex. He's heading for GT now, so he'll be done in a little bit. Everyone else, we don't know what Allison's time is yet, so we'll find that out shortly, I'm sure.
Man,
But
if I had just done Hero Basement first trip, holy moly!
Yeah, that would have been quite the jet scene. But yeah, I mean, do you have any general thoughts about the scene?
Oh, this was a great restream seed. Holy shit!
Yes, it was. I think it was definitely had a lot of garbage placements about it.
yeah,
Did anyone skip Armus? I can see someone skipping Armus.
No one skipped Armos as far as we can tell. Everybody kind of went, okay, we're gonna go beat Armos up. And then they did and got the Moon Pearl.
You did scout Lumberjack Ledge before any of the other two runners on that were on this channel, which gave you that edge to do the dark tower.
But my big mess up in the seed was that after beating Aga, I was gonna pick up the mirror and then go and do pod, and then somehow I brain farted and I'm doing pod, and then I'm in pod with no mirror, and I hate everything.
I believe Toffel did comment on that, like, he's just gonna save and quit and go get that mirror now. And we saw you run over to pod. And we're like, well,
yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna get it so much time save compared to everybody else who's sitting on red mail, almost 10 hearts, and going to have to do their death warps and pot. Like Ricky at one point, I think, killed enough of the killed a couple of the Kadongos, so he couldn't get the fire to generate. So he saved and quit and ran back into pod from the dark maze.
WallKicks did just find his ice rod though. So now WallKicks is officially in go mode.
Yeah.
He's our third runner out of the 6 live runners to reach go mode.
Also, congratulations on being one of the few runners that actually dodged the lamp.
Was it in desert?
It was.
It was. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
When I found that book, it's like, oh, okay, I know where the lamp is now. It's in desert.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Hera basement.
yeah, and congratulations, you made your life a little harder by not killing Lamnolus.
Yeah, for the Lamnolus had the bug net. But you had quite the good Aga too.
Yeah. Like if I could kind of say like, really was that like you kind of scouted Lumberjack before doing kind of wanting to break that logic a bit, and so like you got the mirror, so you were later to the book, so like everybody else did Ether Tablet before going up the mountain, before like as they skipped Hera basement, so nobody else like had that extra pull to go back up the mountain until the very end. So I think that's what kind of slingshotted you ahead by quite a bit.
Yeah, I didn't care about logic, except, well, when I found the flute, I was like, okay, I don't care about lamp anymore. And knowing where the bug net was, you could finish the sea without hookshot or mirror if you really wanted to.
Oh, fairy hover reviving the bottom of the bridge. Oh god.
Yeah, you could skip Aga. You could skip the hook shot. You could use hit go mode by hovering hook the game.
Yeah. No, we're not seeing that in the tournament. I've seen Andy do that. I know it's possible. I know people can do it. It just, I don't think you're, especially not with like still missing 2 or 3 items and then opening Swamp Palace and the other mirror checks.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go into Swamp. I think that was gonna be a last location.
Yeah.
I think, like, if I felt like I needed an out to not get last, I would have gone into Swamp. But I felt like most people would get that hook shot on Laser Bridge pretty late, and
well, as far as I know, like everybody else remembered to go grab Quake before going up the mountain, just in case.
Well, I didn't want to grab Quake the first time because I wasn't going to go into TR the first time anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was up there out of logic. I didn't have Ice Rod. There was more than TR left, so I didn't. I wanted to chain it with activating flute, and I could basically. So that was nice.
Yeah. Wally's fighting Trinex right now, just takes him down, so that's 7 crystals for him.
Yeah, it looks like we have Telethar is just starting the climb on GT, and we have Lin is just getting to Trinex, whereas Zathakil is just about to pull his Ice Rod there. Yeah. So all of the runners are in go mode, save for Ricky, who looks like he's doing the Pyramid Fairy check, and
I think that'll be it for him after this.
Yeah, I think then he just has a few trash checks left.
Yeah.
Proudest moment was the Dark Bomb Spooky. I hope you saw it.
I couldn't recognize it because you didn't have...
Yeah, I did not notice that.
Oh my god.
I apologize.
But
It's the
yes,
height of my random career. And
that is quite the awesome achievement there.
Yeah.
oh well, maybe next time. Do you guys know you can bomb Spooky? No, but yeah, bomb Spooky in Swamp Palace now.
In Swamp House?
Yeah,
I
it's
did see that recently. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
you
you
bomb
like
Spooky tech here.
Ricky finds his last sword, which was on the mushroom in Swamp Palace, by the way. God. This scene was bad.
Yeah, the Moonpower was bad. Like I don't know if you like the higher castle key logic is wonky. Like the bow in Zelda Cell was locked behind the glove because you needed the key for it.
Yeah, we called that out.
Yeah, nice. Because I was wondering, like, am I gonna kill Armus here out of logic? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, nah. If I find the glove and Nagina, what's that gonna unlock for me? Sora and Pack of Escape, which gives me bow for Armus. Okay, I guess I'm gonna kill Armus right now.
Yeah.
And not be a dum-dum.
Yeah, we were wondering if anybody was going to make the Eastern Palace Big Key chest skip, just because, it's not out of logic. But on the other hand, like, why are you going to do that?
I was maybe gonna do it, but I couldn't think of... Like, I was still pondering Armus at that time. Hoping I didn't have to do it.
Yeah. Alright, so apparently our second finisher for this race is Alzen at 151.30. Ricky thinks he's done. He's not done yet. He's not done with this horrible chain yet.
So we can confirm that the 4 Boomer Rangers and
well, we don't know that yet, but it's almost certain at this point.
Well, they're at least advancing.
Yes, you two are at least advancing.
We'll have to wait and see if Ricky can manage a top 4 or 3rd or 4th finish here to keep the Rumble stage the Rumble stage alive for 1 more week.
Yeah. So. We're not sure if we're going to see someone named Arier in this tournament again. Thanks, Mike, for carrying Ares on your shoulders.
We do have Telethar in the other race is on Ganon now.
With a mirror shield, nonetheless.
with the mirror shield.
Yeah, look, mirror shield, there was a shield on Ped. So...
Ah, yes. Everyone did Swamp, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it was Hera Basement or Swamp House. What do you think everybody's going to do?
Hera Basement, obviously.
Right.
I guess I had 3 checks up there, like Tablet, Basement, Spy Cave, which was...
Yeah. Whereas I think almost everyone else had only had Hera Basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's a tougher cell, for sure.
Yeah, that was something that Toph and I had talked about, where when if you're if you're skipping a check, take a minute to think about, like, what are your chances to come back and do it without just doing that 1 check. And Mike is the only one who didn't want to read, and in a game like this, we're okay with that.
Yeah, no, that was an absolutely fantastic run seat for you.
We have Telethar has officially finished with
Ricky's
race time GG of 155.16.
Yeah. So and Ricky's like, now it's like, I just have 1 more person left and I can forfeit this stupid seed. I mean, Ricky absolutely crested last week, by the way. I don't know if any of you watched that race, but He took him 16 tries, but he Moldorm bounced, and one got himself to this round handily.
That is, yeah, Moldorm bouncing is not easy in my experience.
Yeah.
See, we have WallKicks is making his way up the tower here. Just finishing up Gauntlet.
Yeah. Blaine is trailing Wally by about 3 or 4 rooms right now. So, Zaf's also in Hera in GT right now as well. So
yeah, about to go get the. Oh nope, mirror now. Gonna get the key of the long way here.
Yeah, I think you were the only one who I think did Rando Rush. Everyone else did DM, but it didn't really matter too much. And Ricky's like, I can't believe it.
Yeah,
the seed is extraordinary content.
Yeah, this is based on his tracker, the hard last location.
Yeah.
That's always a feel bad. But we have WallKicks. There's the ice rod for Ricky, leaving all the bombs, deservedly so. WallKicks making his way through the last couple of rooms here before Moldorm 2.
Yeah. Has found all 4 swords. No, there's nothing that he can get in the rest of this sea.
Yeah,
we can help him out.
We have very full trackers here.
And he promptly gets bopped by Moldorm and knocked off the ledge. Thank you for the raid, Mike, by the way.
You're welcome.
For those wondering who... Yeah, no, I'm not going to say it. You guys are probably already listening to our conversation. Allison apparently had the worst possible light world, and I'm really curious if somehow he, skipped Eastern for the longest time. I was actually kind of surprised that Wally skipped race. You guys skipped the money on race game just because it was 300 rupees. But I think
race game. You don't want a race game without a sword.
True.
You know, if I need money, I'll find money. And I did. In the end.
Yeah. It was interesting because Wally, obviously there was the gold bee, and Wally saved the gold bee from Mini Moldorm Cave, and then it got actually really scary for him in Mini Moldorm Cave. The bee did not quite finish off all the Moldorms.
Yeah,
and he had to go brush, and he got a full magic drop off of the first one, so he had to quickly brush to try to grab it, and then he missed 3 fire rod shots.
We have WallKicks just wrapping up Aga 2, about to get dropped off here into the pyramid for the relatively friendly Ganon patterns.
Yeah, that Ganon sitting up in the top right corner like he did, one pile off, is really, really always the best.
Yep.
Well, I hope we don't have to play swordless. Again.
Well, you guys get a little bit more choice now. So
yeah,
good luck with that.
Thank you.
Well, assuming Wally doesn't suffer a quadrillion Ganon falls,
right?
He'll be at least probably the 4th one finished overall.
He still doesn't have the lamp.
Wally?
Oh no, he has the lamp.
Oh, he has the lamp. Oh, it's
Yeah.
just not on the track. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, I'm gonna pop out.
Yeah.
I
Of
need
course,
to lie
yeah.
down and stuff. But thanks for having
no
me.
problem. No problem.
Yeah.
GG's.
Thanks for joining us, and GG's on finishing first on the.
Yeah, thank you. It's gonna be a fun rewatch. I think I got 6 streams to rewatch. So
Yeah. or just 2. And you get to. I don't know if Allison's got a VOD somewhere to watch. I really want to know how he had the worst possible light world. I'll have to ask him sometime later.
Yeah. Well, GG's to everyone when they finish. Catch you guys later.
Thank you, Mike.
Wally's got a fairy. He can take the hit.
Okay. I was just say Wally. That was getting close for Wally there.
Yeah.
This should be a double if he needs it. No, just needed the 1 shot. So Wally kills Ganon, and we just gotta wait for the fanfare.
Yeah.
And he crosses the bridge, finishing 3rd on Restream and 4th overall.
Yeah. I don't think anybody. The final time of 202.13.
Yep, we and yeah of 202.13. WallKicks has declined the interview, but I believe Ricky I believe will be joining us.
Yeah, this was a seed.
Yes, it absolutely was. We did get DNFs all around after WallKicks finished.
Yeah, so that will unfortunately be the end for Team Hyrule Divers 2, which means Boomer Rangers and Mikuri Kasawa, the 16th student lying somewhere hidden in the school, the one they call the Ultimate Despair, watch out for her, are our first 2 teams to advance into the bracket stages from Division 1. The other divisions are still got a couple of races ongoing right now. We were going to have a restream for the Cross Skis race, but it ran late and we don't have a restreamer. And me and Wally were going to be calming that, but that's not happening now.
Right.
So
running a little late. Welcome, Ricky. GG's to you.
GG's.
In this seed.
Is my mic working? Okay, good.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. We can hear you. Thank you.
Discord's being stupid. Okay. So the worst part of that, besides not having a sword and getting bonked by every enemy in the game, was the fact that I was going to go do Hera Basement after Hookshot Cave, and Flute completely screwed me over.
Yep. It screwed everyone over. It screwed everyone over. Except for technically Mike, because Mike. So like the one thing that Mike did, I think that is going to be different than everybody else is I think he probably peeked and saw the mirror at Lumberjack first. So he went and did Dark Agate Tower. He did Dark Agate Tower, and then he he ignored the book ignored the book and the lamp for the longest time. And so like when he was doing catch up, he went and he had the buck, Spike Cave, and Hair Basement last, so he went and did the 3 before everyone else went and did Swamp. So, or Desert.
Yeah. That explains the huge time difference there.
Yeah. Mike did not do 2 of the dungeons that literally I'm pretty sure everyone else did.
Oh my goodness gracious, that was.
Yeah,
and here's the worst, and the worst part of it too. Also, is that week 1 and week 2, I vetoed swordless. This week, I was up against a bunch of cross keys monsters where I had a 100% chance of losing against them because I don't put up those kinds of times in the mode, and I decided, you know what, I might as well just use the veto to give myself a bit of a strategy, and I vetoed cross keys, and boy did I regret that as I was walking through Turtle Rock.
Yeah. No, it was just pain all around for everyone today, I think.
Yeah, we had Mike in here after he had finished, and he had talked about how he was going to essentially ignore Hookshot when because he had hovered to get Flute.
Okay, I see.
And so he had already done done Misery Mire at that point. When he went into TR, and he told us like his mind, he was just going to ignore that hook shot until he couldn't.
Sure. That was a smart play, given it was out of logic. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, I'm actually pretty pleased with how well I did in terms of not having a sword. I obviously don't play this build very much because I don't like it.
There's a lot of people who don't.
Yeah.
Wow. That seed, I mean, just that seed was just nasty. I could not believe when I did Catfish, it was like, oh, the only thing I have left is Lumberjack. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was Mike had scouted that. I think Topo mentioned Mike scouted it really early.
Yeah, which was a mistake on my part. When I went to Death Mountain, I should have scouted it as well, and I totally blanked on doing that.
Yeah, and then like Wally was much stuck a lot closer to logic, and so like he by the time he went up the mountain, he had the lamp, but he also like saw the mirror, and there was like, God damn it. He saved and clit out a lumberjack and immediately went to go do Aga. He's like, I know where the seed is going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then that was a fun moon pearl.
And then that too. Yeah, I totally blanked on fighting the big key. I thought it was in the vanilla chest. For some reason, my brain did not register that I had picked it up. So I went into vanilla big chest, got the map, was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yeah, I think everybody had on our restream did that. Everybody went to the big chest.
No, nobody skipped that. Nobody skipped that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody, I think like the way that seed kind of started out in the beginning, everybody had a pretty linear route, and they all kind of ended up with beating Armos, then going down and picking up the glove, and then I think the one thing Wally did to save a little time was he actually didn't bother checking the dam before going to Agena, but like that's minor. So that was just a horrible seed. I mean, like everything but the ice rod was pretty on the way. Hookshot was a little bad, but like even if like you had gotten the ice rod and like gone down and beaten Kronix, you're gonna find the hookshot before the flute if you had needed it.
Yeah.
So
well,
GG's.
It was a good run. I made it to week 3. That was a shock. I expected to be out in week 1, so I'm actually pretty pleased with how well I did. Overall, just really, really frustrated with the seed itself. But overall, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this just the setup for this one, it's different enough from other tournaments that I a lot of fun to watch too with these bigger races like this. It was really nice to get to help out with getting these put up.
Yeah.
All right. Cubs is asking me to go and wrap this one up whenever we're ready. So are we ready to wrap it up?
I think so. Unfortunately, the Crosskeys restream got canceled. So
yeah, because I was supposed to start the restream. You were supposed to be commentating. WallKicks was supposed to be commentating. This seed screwed so much up.
Yeah. It's like I think we were talking about this like at the start, and we're like, this is swordless. It probably won't run more than like 130, 140.
Right,
and then this nightmare showed up, and we're like, yeah. Like even if it wasn't swordless, this would have taken a while, just because everybody would have probably made the same skips. So
I'll give one last shout out to our runners, StructuralMike, RickyofK, and WallKicks. Go ahead and give them a follow. as well as our tracker, Daruk3, and my co-coms, Toffel. Big thanks to the runners and everyone else for helping get these restreams on and putting on a great show. It was I hope everyone watching was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah, and we got a couple more races going on right now for the rest of Survivors Hyrule, so we'll kind of know what's going to happen next week for Week 4. I think there's going to be at least one division that's going to have matches, but I think there's still 3 other races going on right now or within the next 2 hours. So.
Yep. But yeah, and also thank you to Mr. Angry Pants for commentating as well. Looking at the ZSR schedule, I think we're actually done for the day. Coming up tomorrow... Oh, well, I should say, at 9 p.m. tonight, there's a Twilight Princess 80% tournament, pool number 7. I guess that's a qualifier? I'm not sure, based on the name. I'm a little bit brain dead right now because of that scene. And then tomorrow we have, of course, Don't Be a Time Randomizer Standard Weekly Race, and another Twilight Princess 80% tournament, pool number 2. So, if you want to find something you want to watch, there's plenty going to be on the schedule, especially as we get more things added. Our tournament season is ramping up with the summer hitting us, so there's going to be a lot going on. And once again, thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you had a wonderful time, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!